Okay, so today I'm going to be ranking all the rogues in Rogue Company based on how good they are in ranked demolition on the defensive side. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number one, we have the Fixer. He did receive a little nerf recently. Took his damage down from 70 to 60, but he's still a very good rogue. Can still two tap anybody that doesn't have headstrong. So the Fixer stops strats, like smoke strats. If you used to have a Phantom, boom, you just smoke her off. You can rush a point because usually Phantoms don't sit on the point. They just guard somewhere. But with Fixer, you can't do that because it can see through your smoke. And then even if you don't want to use that, you can use the Dead Eye, which is a 3 tap to the body, 2 tap to the head. So really, he's just an all around good rogue. Yeah, number two, we have an area denier character in Trench with his ultimate barbed wire. He can carry up to 3 gas grenades. He can carry up to 3 active protection systems. He has headstrong. He has bounce back. He has helping hand. All around good person. Then he has so much area denial. He can keep a team off a point until your team gets there. So, and he can help you play for retake, but not as good as number 3 on the list, which is Vi, which is a very good character. If you have to let them get a point, you have a character that can get the point right back because she's a very good retake character. Or even if you want to hold a point by herself, she's one of the second best area denier character in the game in my opinion, only after Trench, because she has insert grenades and she has gas grenades with a good SMG, but not as good as the MXR that Trench has, which is a very good gun. So number 4 on the list, we have Phantom. Now Phantom, if you have Phantom is a high skill character, high skill, high reward character. Because playing against a Phantom that hits their shots is one of the most annoying things to do in this game. Like just a Phantom that's hitting headshots, that headshot after headshot is just so annoying to do. Like I don't know. I'm guessing who if you watch this, you've played it and you know how annoying it is. And then her grievance wounds, even if let's say she's hitting body shots, she's hitting you for 70 and she's reducing and she's delaying your health regen from 5 to 8 seconds where her teammate can come clean up the kill. Let's say they're using the MXR, all they have to do is hit you once, or like it's literally a 0.3 second or 0.2 second TTK if you have 30 health. So it's like you're not going to survive if you're playing against good players. All right, now fifth on the list we have Anvil. Anvil is immune to tear gas and flashbangs, and flashbangs are one of the most broken things in the game at the moment because if you're not looking at it, you can still be flashed. So that's very good. And then he has a barricade where he can block off choke points with his trophy systems also, and he can pre-C4 it. So it's like you can't really push him, especially if you put a trench barbed wire down. He's so hard to push with one of the best guns in the game in the mall. So he's just great defensive character that can block off whole points for your team and hold his own in his gunfights, no matter if that's up close or long range. Now, sixth, we have Dahlia. Dahlia is a very good character with two of the best guns in the game at the moment, in the Objection and the MXR. Either are a good choice. I see most people use the MXR because the MXR is arguably the best gun in the game right now. So then her passive can adapt to enemy teams. Like let's say they're running flashbangs, you're running 2 people with flashbangs. You have an anvil on your team. Boom. You link to the anvil. That's 2 people on your team that are immune. Okay, or let's say they have a Talon trying to get intel. Boom, there's a Ronin on your team. You link to the Ronin, and then boom, that's 2 people that can't be seen on the dart. It's all around good character, and she gives a chance at second life. Now, what am I on? Seventh. Seventh, I have an intel character in Talon with a okay SMG. Has a slow fire rate, but it hits so far and hits a good amount of damage and has a lot more range than most SMGs. And then the Deadeye, which I told you it's fixture, I already explained that. That's a very good gun. You already know all the stats on that. The radar door, the intel can be picked up from very long range, which are passive. So I just think he's a good character, and he has a C4 and flashbangs. Flashbangs are I already told you about flashbangs. He has life drain, tenacity, and C4, very good. Let's see. All right, so what is that? Eighth. Eighth we have Saint. Saint has two very good guns in the Mama and M4. Both are viable options. Both can do good damage at a mid to long range distance, and the M4 is a better up close gun in my opinion. So, and then his drone, his revive drone, is gives you a good chance of second life. A lot of times you can get the res off if you didn't get up in an up close fight. So a second any character that gives you a second chance at life is a good character in my books. But in his combat loadout, he has trip mines, which are actually they're pretty easy to spot out. But you know, if you're facing some new players, they might not, or somebody that's just trying to rush in and plant the bomb, they might not see it. He also has headstrong and bounce back, which are two very good perks to have. Ninth, we have Ronin. Now Ronin has the best kit in the game in my opinion. I mean, her kit's right up there with Dahlia's. I don't know. They definitely have the top two kits in the game though, and she has two very good guns in the K830, which is the best AR in the game. The SLC, which is a top two SMG in the game, and then she has nades, smokes, and a katana with tenacity. So she's a very good character. Then her Ronin dart can like if you place it at the top of a doorway. A lot of people don't know how to like. There's some doorways you can shoot, and there's some doorways where you just can't shoot it, so you can't push into that point. You have to push in from another way or go to another bomb. So people can just get scared from the sound of it because you don't want to die from Ronin dart. So very good. And then her avoiding enemy detection, you can't be seen by a Talon dart that's trying to get intel on you, which is very good. You don't get seen when you're firing your gun on the mini map. Now tenth I have Lancer. Now Lancer has mobility and she can either if you have the enemy team on the ropes, she can either flank them or you can just play defensive and she can get from different points when teams are rotating. She can get from different points a lot faster than anyone else. And then her ability to just kill multiple people to turn a 4v4 into a 2v4 is just so valuable to a team because she not only does she just have to roll to reload, she also has life drain. If you compare the roll to reload with life drain, if they're in a 2v1 situation, it's actually a pretty easy double kill. It's actually a pretty easy double kill if you're landing all your shots. And she has a Semtex. I don't really use her shotgun. I see some people do. I don't really see why I wouldn't use her shotgun. But she's a good character for defense, and she can just sit mid and like see what they're doing, see what's up. Now 11th is another Intel character in Dallas. Now Dallas is really helpful for seeing where the team is pushing at, but like his guns just don't do it for me. The HRM, I mean, it's okay. I don't use it like when I play trench. The devotion, I mean, devotion shoots too slow in my opinion. If you can land your headshots, yeah, very good. I mean, 75 to the head, like, what are you gonna do about that? But I don't really see a point. Like, his guns are just not very good in my opinion. And then he has an EMP, Incendiary, Grenade, Headstrong, Bounce Back. Pretty good perks. So, I mean, if you were good with HRM, yeah, you can use him. I don't really see the point. There's like only point of using him is intel, and you get your ability on downing an enemy. So now 12th we have Chaac. Now Chaac has flashbangs, a Semtex, life drain, a very good SMG, a very good shotgun that I would use either one of these guns. And then his ability to win his 1v1 because he can just flashbang or he can just pop his ult and he's most likely not losing that 1v1. is very valuable to a team because it can turn a 4v4 into a 3v4. Or his flash mains can just be used to rush a team out of off of a point, or yeah, a point they're sitting at to protect the bomb after they plant it. In 13 we have Dima. Dima 13 we have Dima. Dima is another character that can get the team off of a point fast with his ult. And then he has nades, he has life drain, bounce back. He has the Mamba, the K-30, two very good guns, the best AR in the game, and a very good DMR. So I don't know. I just have him low because he's really an attack based character. Like that shit helps you get a plan off. So and then last but not least we have Scorch. I just don't see Scorch's defensive capabilities at all, except for maybe like making the team not push that point because she can just pop her ult. But like, yeah, I mean you can just nade her and get her away from. I don't really see Scorch's defensive capabilities at all. She does. She has a good gun. She has a good ult. She can easily get a kill. It's just I don't really see her defensive capabilities. But she's definitely not a bad character by any means. She's just not built for defense. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Comment down below what rank you are. Comment down below if you have it, if you disagree. And like, comment, and subscribe.